When I started trading 5 years ago, this would frustrate me the most when I would just be stopped out by a couple of pips just for the trade to run to my TP. I'd wonder what is this, and I found out this was known as a liquidity grab. I fell for in the beginning believing that it was the market makers chasing my $1,000 account, but soon realized that it's not, but it is an occurrence that happens on the market in a daily basis, and it's something I need to understand. So fast forward 5 years, I'm using it now to my advantage to build an entry on it and use it as a confirmation, not something that stops me out. So today I'm going to break down what is a liquidity grab, why do we have liquidity grabs, and how do I use my liquidity grabs to grab entries and make sure I'm profitable off them. So if this sounds interesting, stick to the end of the video and hope you guys enjoy. So what is exactly liquidity? We can come to the chart and be extremely complex and be like, this is liquidity. Liquidity is the orders, institutions, all of this stuff. No. We don't want to overcomplicate it. That's what I did in the beginning, also believing into this whole fad that liquidity is stop loss hunts, and it's just not the case, guys. You know, even if you have a 100K account, personal account, they're not looking for your stop loss. It's just in general places where you do put your stop loss, liquidity grab happens. So I want you to avoid that from happening by recognizing when a liquidity will happen. They're not random. Liquidity grabs are not random unless there's some sort of random event that happened. This is a news event here. That's why I'm showing you this. And that's why we have risk management as one of the rules to protect us from these. So what is liquidity? When you look at a chart, people say liquidity is essentially orders or it is stop loss hunts. It is not stop loss hunts. It is simply orders. Orders is correct. So why does price liquidity grab? It literally goes down to fill a bigger order that wanted to be filled as a lower price or at a higher price. Now, why do we like liquidity grabs? I made a video, I think almost a year ago now on my Instagram, which is a reel that I explained. Imagine liquidity as a rubber band. Price goes down to grab liquidity. Once it grabs the liquidity, it gives it the spring. And that video got like 2.7 million views. People really like that analogy. And that's essentially what it is. We are using liquidity as a spring to give us a move in the direction where the liquidity was grabbed. But in a scenario like this, when everything's pointed up, how do we know that this is going to be a liquidity grab and price is going to fail to move down? How do we know that this liquidity grab here is going to be enough for price to go up? So essentially, let's go and understand what is a liquidity grab. So as we know, liquidity grabs is simply price coming to fill orders. Those orders can give us a spring towards the opposite side in the way we want to use it to take an entry. I'm not going to go into depth, even though I do have the answers of what exactly liquidity is. We don't really need to understand that because it's not going to help you to trade, okay? This concepts about people explaining institutional model, all of this stuff, it's not necessary for you to learn that to be able to trade. You want to learn the actual method and how to use the method. So essentially, price always needs liquidity when we have a move in one direction because people need to close for profits, and those profits give pullbacks, discounts in price for people to buy back up, same on a downtrend. So when do we get liquidity grabs? We get it when there is lack of volume or lack of structure. What do I mean by lack of structure? We need to have a high put in and a low put in. When there's lack of these highs and lows, that is where we are most likely going to have a small structural point, and that structural point, well, let's say this is in a downtrend here. So that small structural point is going to be liquidity grabbed, and then we're going to go. That is the liquidity grab. Now, most liquidity grabs happen on wicks. You will rarely see price grab liquidity with a candle body closing above. So closes are going to be your best friend when it comes to liquidity grabs. You do not want to really take a trade if price closes, because if we look at basic market rules that you guys learned when you first started trading, which is market structure, right? When you learn market structures, candle closing above the highs here is breaking market structure. If price just wicked like this, 1, 2, 3 wicks to the highs, that's not break of structure. Wicks do not count as a break of structure. The bodies closing above do. So all of these can be considered either rejection wicks or liquidity grabs. So what can we do with that? Well, we know that we want to be entering trades on closures because closures is automatically going to avoid us being part of one of these wicks. And we can go and see that on the charts on an everyday basis, right? So what can we see here? Well, we can see that if we were trying to sell the lows here without waiting for a close below this support here, we would have been stopped out, right? Because we didn't wait for a close. It's a different story if something closed above. Instead, this was the liquidity to give us that massive push up. Then once we reached the massive push up, what did we do then? We grabbed liquidity from the lows here that was created because of the lack of structure here. And we retested the highs. What did we do after the retest of the highs? We lacked liquidity. We were reaching a high in the market, and that's it. Price has exhausted itself. It ended up pulling back there. Okay, so I want to show you, and make sure you stick to the end of the video because I'm going to give you a full example of how I actually take these trades step by step, so you'll be able to learn them throughout. Okay, So the first step we want to look for is we want to understand how not to get caught in an opposite liquidity grab, because it's super common to have a scenario like this where you're looking for a range, you see price grab liquidity from the bottom of the range, you take a buy and it just continues down and you're like, what? Now that's because of something you're missing, calling bias. Okay, bias is just as important as the direction of liquidity. Liquidity is just that last extra confirmation. It really is. Okay, so before I explain when do we need liquidity, I'm going to explain how to avoid being part of a liquidity grab and losing, and you're going to follow bias. The rule of thumb is whatever the previous daily candle closed as. So if previous daily candle closed bullish, that means you're okay to take buys with a liquidity grab to the downside. If previous daily closed bearish, that means you're okay to take sells with a liquidity grab from the upside, right? So there are advantages to it, but it's not the end all be all, okay? Now, what we want to understand is we want to essentially find a zone. So we want price to be trending, would be ideal here. We can come from consolidation as well, but we want an idea of, okay, higher time frame is continuing up. When we're continuing up, we want to see essentially some form of consolidation. That consolidation will be price creating liquidity in the market, okay? Now, if we do not see price pull back and do deep pullback and deep pullbacks, consolidation continuation, we like, because that's a deep liquidity grab, consolidation giving us structure. Remember, structure is liquidity. Then we can take the continuation buy, no need liquidity grab. But when we're seeing price lack structure, right, especially when there's very limited structure, that's the time we want a liquidity grab. And if we can have a liquidity grab every single time, that would be better. But this is a no-brainer. Even if you're confused, can we push through here today? You wait for the liquidity grab. And how is that going to look? So all we're going to look for is we're going to look for price to sweep down below, meaning it's going to come down, leave a wick, all on the time frame you want to enter. This works on 15 minute. I personally use 15 minutes, my entry time frame 15 and 5 minute. But even on a 4 hour, you can use these concepts. It's all going to apply. Take the low, then you're going to see it come back in the range. When it comes back in the range, if we have a resistance that we close above, we can take a buy to fill the range. So what do I mean by that? I know it sounds a bit confusing, so I'm going to explain using examples because it's going to be a lot easier to explain using examples here. So first of all, we need a clean range to be able to trade, okay? That is a must. So we want to be trading in these clean candle zones. What do I mean? Wherever we take a trade, we don't want there to be resistances. We can't buy at resistance. We can't sell at support. So when we look left after our liquidity grab, so say we get a liquidity grab and we're taking a buy above resistance with price closing above resistance. Here we were trending, so we could take this buy here. When we look left here, we want clean candles. You see that resistance right there? That's a problem. Now, although we push through it here on today like today, but other days we can just reject off and your trade will fail. So we want to make sure that we at least have space to go break even there, or we can trade through. So let me show you some examples. If you're interested, watch this video. This is my video of passing my Top Step funded challenge account. I show you all the trades. Here's a beautiful example of liquidity grab. So I wait for open, we close above here, but if you can see, we've not grabbed liquidity for a while. This range here didn't do a liquidity grab before. So when the open came, we came down, grab liquidity, and I know once it breaks the high, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer to take the trade. That is my confirmation. That is my spring. That's how I'm using liquidity. I'm not the guy trying to sell the low without a closure there. Everything's bullish. Let's go and see a whole example from the beginning. So I'm going to be showing you here a full example. I'm going to use US 30 here as an example of a trade here, and I'm going to run you through it so you understand exactly step by step how I take this. So step number one is understanding. We can see we're in this uptrend. I think it's pretty clear to see we've been moving up. Now, remember that rule one, do we have the daily closing bullish? If no daily bullish, I can't take a buy today. I can't follow this trend. So is daily bullish? Yes, daily is bullish. 4 hour time frame here is also bullish, so that helps. Okay, you can see that. And if we go even down to 15 minute, we can see if we're looking for buys today, do we have clean area? Yeah, we do have clean area, at least minimum, at least to get break even by here. So what happened? All the guys who were looking for the liquidity grab for sells, you can see the sells didn't really play out too well. It happened, but it wasn't too well. Why? Because of that daily bias. We are bullish today. So we sweep liquidity from the highs. It gives us a move back down. And this is where the magic happens. What have we got right now? We've got the range. Price is liquidity grab from the range. What is super important here, guys? We did not close below the range. We have not even broken our structural point here. Then we have a resistance that was formed. We close above that resistance. And now we have a beauty. We have a beauty, right? We have clean candles till at least here, right? And with volume, we should be able to push through. How are we going to get volume? We are going to get volume from the liquidity grab. So this is like a really nice example with showing you more complex. So liquidity grab, now we can look to do what? Take an entry, right? So we can put a buy stop order here, stop loss below the liquidity grab candle. You can be more advanced, and if lower time frame allows you, you can put stop here, but we're going to keep it basic. Stop loss here. Target is going to be a 1-to-1 first. That's your first targets, or the next level. Since this is pushing, you know, you can easily with liquidity grabs, when you get liquidity grabs, 1-to-2s are not crazy with, especially buying in the range like this, you can get. And I want to show you how this is the catalyst for the big move here. So let's go just put like a one lot on this. We place this buy stop, and then let's play these candles here. So ends up trigger us in, and then boom, you start to get this push. And look how fluid the move is, right? You're just getting pure volume. Why? Because we had the liquidity grab. And that's the same thing I showed you on gold, right? These type of moves here, even this move, look at this, liquidity grab down. After the liquidity, look, this didn't liquidity grab, we failed. This one liquidity grabbed, we got the break out of the range. Same thing here. Now that we've done the liquidity grab, we're getting the break out of the range. And you can see these things just push. And I mean, you know, we haven't had any pullbacks. Now you're well into your 1-to-1, you know, and you can just start to trail and see price go towards you. I wonder if this does hit a 1-to-2. I'm not sure. Yeah, it did end up hitting and even more. Okay, so this is what you understand. This software I'm using is called Pip Labs. It's our backtesting software. You're free to check it out in the description as well. It's super helpful for me to teach you guys, to show you in real time how price moved, as well as you to refine your skills. It's a new version we launched. So hopefully this example did help you and is useful for yourself, and hopefully you can adapt to these liquidity grab entries. Now, I want you, before you leave, listen to this very carefully. I want you to make sure to explore more of my entry setup, so you understand that it's not always necessary to take a liquidity grab entry, but this is how you are going to take them and not lose when you're doing that. And if you're looking to speak directly with me, gain feedback, and ask me questions, you can take it a step further past YouTube and join the exclusive group. It's extremely affordable and a way for you to connect directly with me, get feedback from me, trade with me live on a day-to-day basis, trade with others live on a day-to-day basis, all in a community. So you're welcome to check that out. Exclusive group, link in the description. And now all of that chilling out of the way, so people are aware. Take this information, enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of my videos on my channel as well. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.